tell us a bit about yourself and your background.
Yeah, thanks for having me. So I'm Carl. I'm an associate partner at DeciBio. We're a strategy boutique consultancy focused exclusively on the life sciences and precision medicine. I lead our advanced therapies practice, so a lot of work across cell therapy, gene therapy, et cetera. What this has to do with venture funding, we partnered with another group, BroadOak Capital, to co-manage an early stage venture fund. And that fund's mandate is to invest exclusively in tools for life sciences, tools, services, so we don't invest in therapeutics. And I help co-lead that as in addition with a counterpart on the BroadOak side.
Are there any specific areas that you're looking for right now that you're super excited about that you see on the horizon?
Yeah, I think formulation technology is something that we've been diving into quite a bit recently, both from a service screening standpoint as well as a development standpoint. Again, staying away from the therapeutic.
Right.
But that side of things I think is really attractive. Areas where a company can utilize the tools like amount of money and strategy, but have a at least therapeutic-like upside in terms of what they bring to customer, ultimately a biopharma group.
Yeah. What size checks and what rounds are you looking to invest in?
So we typically do seed, Series A. We'll go up to $1 million on a first check. We try to be, I started my own company in the past, so I hate saying this, but we try to be value add, given it is the partnership of two firms. You have a lot of brains around the table, and so we do like to provide value where we can. All that is to say we don't do mega rounds. So if you're raising $20, $30, $40 million, probably not for us. But smaller rounds where we can be helpful, we can be a sounding board and help sort of catalyze the next phase of growth. We typically look for companies that have largely retired technical risk.
And do you want to lead? Are you open to leading? Do you prefer not to?
We're happy to lead. Happy to lead.
Nice. And how can the bullpen help you right now? What can this group do to help you achieve your goals?
Yeah, I mean, it's looking for deal flow, looking for innovative companies.
Right.
I mean, we love these sorts of sessions because you get this curated view of interesting new companies, interesting new technology coming out, and then trying to also give back a little bit. If we can provide feedback, mentorship to groups, and that sort of thing, we're love to do that.
And give us a fun personal fact that they can use as an icebreaker when they approach you. What should they talk to you
gosh.
about that's not work and not funding? You didn't know that question was coming, did you?
I didn't. I used to live here for a decade. We had chickens. We brought the chickens with us when we moved to California. I have chickens. They're in the backyard. I'm a very lazy farmer.
Was there a quarantine period for that for your chickens?
No. This was pre-pandemic.
Okay.
People didn't think about infectious diseases then.
So you produce your own eggs, so you don't have problems with that right now?
I do not. No. I'm very fortunate.
Any questions from the audience right now? I can keep going, but I love to. Yeah, Christian.
Talk about the BioTools innovator with BroadOak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing there?
Yeah, sure. So there's an accelerator called BioTools Innovator. BroadOak was a founding sponsor, I believe, of this. Effectively, 8-month-long period of companies coming and pitching, being accepted through the accelerator, getting mentorship and coaching throughout the accelerator, and then with a capstone event in late September, typically, they give out a big check, the proverbial big check that a number of these programs have, and that sort of thing. But I think it's really helpful for tools, technology companies, again, to get that curated coaching, mentorship. We've made investments in 2 of the companies that have gone through that program. So also from an investor standpoint, it's highly valuable to see companies go through that, see how coachable they were, see what kind of progress they made over the course of the program. So I think it kicks off typically January, February, ends in September.
Where can people go to find more information about that?
That's a great question.
Oh, okay.
I think if you just Google BroadOak and BioTools Innovator.
Yeah. Please. Ah, there you go.
That's the one. They have a medtech side for med device, medtech, and then they have the BioTools more for the kind of tools diagnostics companies.
Nice. Other questions from the audience?
I guess I have a follow-up
Yeah.
question to that. So coming from the founder side, having a medical technology, one of the challenges, I'm a big believer in these accelerator groups. I think it's fantastic, great for prepping for pitches, getting funding. But one of the challenges is not having money to begin with, right? And then trying to participate. Do you guys have any strategies for helping to keep the costs down so that you can involve more founders?
Yeah, so I don't believe there's any application costs. So at least from a program standpoint, it's a free program to join and apply and do your pitch. The one word of note that I would provide also from sort of the founder lens when I was running my own company is a lot of do the programs for the value and the feedback you get. A lot of them can also be quite distracting, right? At some point, you're not going to get much more value out of it. You're not going to get much more feedback. You found the signal outside of the noise, and now you just need to execute on running your company. So I would provide that sort of counterpoint at least. Don't be the serial competition winner.
Yeah.
Be the serial exited entrepreneur.
And then invest in the next
And then
generation,
invest
right?
in the
Yeah,
next
exactly.
generation of companies.
Then become a VC. Yeah. So if folks, obviously they can get you here today in the breakout rooms, but outside the bullpen, if people want to approach you, what is the best way? Is it LinkedIn? Is it email? Is it the telephone? Is it invite you for a cocktail, coffee?
Ooh, those are all good options. Coffee, definitely. I have 3 kids, so coffee, definitely. LinkedIn, probably easiest way to find me. My last name is very long, so good luck. But Carl will generally find it on LinkedIn. DeciBio and BroadOak.
Nice. Christian.
One last question. Can you generally give an overview of what's happening in the BioTools market right now? I know that biotech is getting hammered, revenues down. That trickles down to tools and laboratory sales, right? And how far off is the market? And as you look at it, any prediction as to how it's going to rebound? And does that make a better investment for you because it's down right now? Talk about the dynamic.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's a great question. Things are tough out there. I think what you're seeing is pharma obviously prioritizing a lot of their later stage assets. So that means kind of general fundamental R&D is getting cut. That means kind of tools, equipment, reagents spend is down. You've seen some modest recovery, I think, in the last quarter or so. Certainly not to a normal level by any means. But ultimately, the counterpoint to that is pharma's facing an incredible amount of revenue on franchises that have near-term loss of exclusivity, something like $300 billion. Pharma's not going to sit back and not replace that. So they need to acquire new companies. They still need to do development. But it's making sure it's development on assets that have a higher probability of success, have market viability, particularly when you think about more advanced therapies like cell and gene, and streamlining that commercialization. And so when it comes down to then again the tools and the services, that's one of the reasons why we're looking at formulation based technologies and tools and enabling solutions, because that's an area again just of criticality to ultimately the biopharma customer. For more R&D tools, it's tough. There's no way around it. My crystal ball says maybe 2 to 3 years, kind of get back to a more regular normal. That might be worth about as much as the sound that just came out of. But at least that's what my tea leaves say.
Great. Who's next, Christian?
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.